Welcome to the Hidden Shift Podcast. Today we have Theo Jones.
How y'all doing?
He is going to tell us about the airline industry.
Not so serious. Theo.
That's Theo, everybody. Theo is going to tell us about the airline industry. Remember, with the Hidden Shift Podcast, we're all about highlighting blue-collar workers, people with side businesses, people that can show you there are other things besides being a 100% entrepreneur. We want to show you the hidden benefits of being in different industries, the hidden benefits of being able to have your time, but maybe still have a business on the side. And I think today everyone will benefit from what Theo has to say. He is a lifelong friend. I think we've been friends since about 2004.
Oh, four.
We went to college together. This guy is the connector of people. Nobody connects people better than Theo. He knows somebody for everything. He's helpful. He's compassionate. He's caring. He's friendly. Hey, this is a guy you want to have in your corner. Look at him over there.
Keep going.
So Theo, I want you to start off. Tell us a little bit about your background and then what you do currently professionally.
All right. Again, Theo. I'm from the V of the DMV. I went to Eastern Shore. Met Dre 04 Eastern Shore. Had a lifelong friend since then. I did some moving around since then. I lived in Phoenix for about 5 years, and I lived in New York for about 5 years. So I did a little moving around and came back home. And now find myself, I am a supervisor for United Airlines. And that's where I'm at right now. The day-to-day there, I mean, it's crazy. It's wild, but it's a good time. That's what I'm in.
How long have you been in the airline industry?
Been in the airline industry for about, say, United 5. I did marketing for American for 2. So about 7 years.
Okay. It's interesting you say marketing. So I know a lot of times people think about the airport, it's always pilot, flight attendant.
Yeah.
You know, we don't think about how the bags get there. Mm-hmm. We don't think about how the reservations get made. Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about some of the other professions that help the airport kind of.
You got the day-to-day. Again, of course, you got the pilots and flight attendants. Yeah. When you're in the plane, that's you pay attention. When you get to the airport, you got the people that do bags, which is sometimes outsourced, sometimes through the airlines.
Okay.
You got the CS agents at the ticket counter. You have the gate agents, and then the thing that kind of makes the airport run, you got the rampers.
Okay.
Those are the ones, they carrying your bags.
Right.
Pushing the plane in, pushing the plane out, bringing other planes in. They doing a lot.
Okay.
But some things that people don't think about, and which is at every airport for every airline, a pretty good job on the mechanics.
Continue.
The mechanics are called on probably every other flight. They have to look at different things. They have different hours, but a lot of airlines, I know United has a program right now.
Yeah.
Where you sign up and they're paying for most of it to get through, to go through the mechanic school. It takes 2 to 3 years, but you're getting on job action while you're there. You're there
on the job training?
Yeah, you're doing on the job training while you're there, while you're doing your schooling. So that's the job that a lot of people don't think about. And I know money, people think about money. They started 6 figures. All right. And it's a good
That's
job.
what I was going to ask. So with that, do they have to have any mechanical experience, or is just fresh off the street, you can apply to be in the program because they're teaching you?
Fresh out of high school. They're teaching you.
Fresh out of high school into a potentially 6-figure career.
Correct. Give it 2-3 years of going through that, you're good to go. And that's the job that a lot of people don't think about that's at the airport.
Okay.
I mean, you hear you might have a mechanical thing, you hear something.
Right.
But they do things from fixing a broken seatbelt to fixing the engine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Changing the light bulb.
Makes sense. I honestly
changing the
forget
wheel.
about them.
Yeah.
Forget about that.
They're forgotten about, but that's the thing. And so we try to tell people those, and also just outside the airport. Some people think those are the things. Mm-hmm. Airlines have lawyers. Airlines have procurement people. Airlines have marketing. have HR. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of different ways to get into it. Just
You forget about it because
Yeah.
the plane and the pilot and the steward and the flight attendant, they're so forward leaning that you don't think about everything else that it needs. And I think it's important that you said that because with this podcast, one of the things we want to do is highlight those other industries, those other professions that people forget about. And I firmly believe that not everyone wants to be a serial entrepreneur or someone that always, so I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna start a business. I don't think that's for everybody.
Yes.
I think these gurus, one, make it seem easier than it is. You know what I mean? Easier than it is, but at the same time, we have to be able to say, all right, it's okay to have a job, to provide for your family, and you can still have a fun life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You don't have to own a business or work yourself to the ground to be considered successful, right?
I agree.
So you just listed off a bunch of professions from the HR representative to the lawyers to the mechanics. So many different professions that we don't think about. Even the people that clean the planes.
Clean the planes. The craziest job that I've seen since I've been there is there. We came out with back in ice cream in our Polaris in first class. There was a guy traveling to all the different airports trying the ice cream.
Was it different ice cream?
It's vanilla.
So, okay.
Just making sure we were serving it correctly and it tasted correctly.
To be wealthy, you know what I mean? To be wealthy. I think this is a great transition since you brought up Polaris. Can you describe that for everybody?
Yeah. So mainly for overseas. They're coming back more for business travelers from the East to West Coast. That's, when you go on the plane and some people make a right, some people make a left. Polaris is the left. That's the lie flat seats, free drinks,
Good life.
Free drinks, whatever you want. Not just wine or beer. The food comes on a plate. You get silverware. They upgrade that. It's just an experience. You get pajamas, slippers. It's an experience thing, and if you could do it, splurge. It helps. You're not as tired when you land on these further trips.
Wow. Yeah, I've only had I've been in regular first class. I think that's a step above first class. Yeah. I've been in regular first class, but I've never laid down on the flight unless I had all three seats. I was the lone person on a 3-seat row. That's the only time I've laid down. So I can't imagine what that's like. I know the food in regular first class is amazing. The alcoholic beverages. I think the one thing people don't put enough emphasis on. First class, they're just attentive.
Very attentive. The flight attendants are much more attentive. You gotta think your TV's bigger, 20-inch TV. You get Bose headphones. You get an amenity pack. It's a lot.
It's great.
Yeah,
it's great. Sometimes it's one of those things where I wish I never had it.
Oh yeah, because
once you get it, it's very hard to go back to coach. It's hard. It's hard. It's like, what are they doing up there in the front? So back to your day-to-day life at United. So the typical employees, is it just full-time or do they have part-time employees as well?
Okay, good question. They have full and part-time.
Okay.
And you can do that. I'm at a line station. So we're a large line station, but we're smaller. If you're one of the hubs, you can still do part-time.
Explain what a line station is.
Line station is one of the, so you have your hubs. The line stations are like the next tier under that. So you definitely don't have as many flights, but you're still a very strong part of the airlines, and you still have a lot of flights. Like I said, we're one of the largest on the East Coast. But yeah, you can have a part-time job there. And if you're at a hub, the hardest part with any airline, because I think they all have the same big thing, is basically the first 6 months.
Okay.
The first 6 months, they don't really have any bend or lean. You got to be there. Can't really trade your shifts off or anything like that. You got to do that. But if you get past those 6 months, it's people I know that have other jobs and they have this job work part-time and work 2 or 3 days a month
Okay.
and then do their other job. But you have the benefits.
The benefits. We're gonna get into those benefits. Man, you're doing my job for me. We just transitioning right on into to the next segment. So you mentioned the benefits. So basically, someone would have a regular day job, work there 9 to 5 or whatever their schedule is, and then choose to have a job at the airport for the benefits.
Right.
To me, that says that the benefits must be pretty good.
Benefits are pretty good. Right, very good.
So explain to us, what are some of the benefits that immediately stand out that would make someone off the street say, hey, you know what? I'm about to go get this part-time job at United because they have XYZ benefits.
All right. First thing, benefits is the flight benefits. That's going to be the big thing everyone knows. Within the U.S., it's free unless you want to go to first class.
Free for what?
Free flights.
Free
within
flights.
The US. Yeah, within the US, the flight's free unless you want to. The flight's free for you, your spouse, your parents. If you don't have a spouse, you could pick somebody. So those are
So if you're dating somebody, you choose them. Right.
But if you're dating somebody, it's locked in for a year. So make sure y'all locked in too.
Hey, he's letting y'all know. Letting y'all know.
Yeah, so you get free flights within the U.S. unless you fly first class, and then you pay some money. It's not
right. Yeah. It's not the first class price. I'm assuming
for international, you're paying taxes.
Okay. Yeah, so, makes sense.
Well, you're paying taxes for international again, unless you're flying Polaris,
right?
Which is my preferred way of flying.
I can only imagine.
But to give you, I don't know the exact numbers on the top of my head, but a Polaris flight to Lisbon or to South Africa might hit you $175 to $250.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Compared to the 14,000.
I was about to say how. So we're going to get there. Let's put a pin right there. What are some other benefits?
Other benefits is you could also fly on different airlines.
Okay.
So not just yours. Now you are paying
reduced
for that.
Reduced price?
Very reduced.
Okay.
Very reduced price. So you're paying you could go on different airlines. Then you get something called ID-90.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure some people heard.
I've seen a few people talk about ID-90, but can you?
It's like a website for travel people in the travel industry.
Okay.
So I believe a lot of travel agents use it.
Okay.
But you get discounted some flights, hotels, trips anywhere, just anything with travel.
Gotcha.
You get a discount on that. And then you get discounts at like renting car service and things like that.
Man,
they'll put you in like things like you automatically get into the gold tier or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Okay, I get you. I know like Hertz has a gold tier.
Then something else that helped me a lot because I'm a Marriott guy now.
Yeah, Hey, me too.
But the reason I got into Marriott.
This is not a promotion from Marriott unless Marriott wants to sponsor the podcast.
Yes.
If Marriott wants to sponsor the podcast, Marriott. Two titanium members here. Just letting you know.
But the reason I got into it because they had a special for the airlines. If I stayed 10 nights within 4 months, I got to platinum for a year.
Okay. So it helps you scale up the tiers faster.
Yeah. And then one of the biggest benefits, man, it just opens your eyes to a different world.
Right. You can't put a price tag on that, can you? No. You can't put a price tag on that. So let me ask you, on average, how many round trip flights do you think you take a year?
Whew.
Right, on average.
I took a screenshot.
Okay. All right.
Of what I did last year, 2025. I did a total of 30 flights, 43,678 miles. Total flight time of 4 days, 12 hours. 16 airports, 7 airlines.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If you had to, because you mentioned sometimes you fly Polaris and for first class, and we know sometimes the first class flight could be a couple $1,000, right? If you had to put a price tag on it, how much would you say? Because it's not just you, it's your spouse, it's your parents, it's your children if you have them.
Friends, buddies.
Yeah. So, but if you had to put a price tag on the amount that you have saved your family in 1 year, what would you estimate that to be?
Easily, at least 100,000.
At least 100,000.
Easily. That and I'm probably being very generous.
Right.
Yeah, easily. 100,000.
Right. And I believe you because I was looking at a flight to Ghana during the Dirty December, and some of those first class, some of the regular flights were 3,000 and 4,000. So I can only imagine, first class is probably at least 7,000-10,000.
I hit you at 12, 13.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. So one of the major things that I want people to take away from this conversation is that you don't necessarily have to have a side business to fund what you like to do. In this case, Theo likes to travel. He's in a profession that doesn't pay him extra money necessarily, but it funds your habit. Your habit is travel.
Yes.
And I think that you would be hard pressed to find a side business that you didn't necessarily have to work hard in to make an extra $100,000.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that hidden shift is I want to expose people that it could be a person say, you know what? I'm gonna go work at the airline. You just told us about mechanics, lawyers, HR specialists, other individuals that work at the airport, so many different things they can do and receive these same benefits. I want to show people that it's multiple ways to get to the end of the road, right? We don't all have to take the same linear path. With that being said, though, you used to have, or I don't know if you still do, have your clothing business where you design shirts. Yeah. Tell us about that.
That came about. I used to always fashion.
You see it? You see a sweater?
Yeah, black is luxury.
You see a sweater? Fire.
But people used to always ask me where I got my shirts from, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just start making them?
Yeah.
So this came around COVID time.
Yeah, COVID.
That's kind of when that pushed everybody fast start to
COVID, man. Had to think about how to make some extra money.
Yeah. So I was doing that. Did amazing. I loved it. Technically, I guess I'm still a business owner.
Yeah.
I still got the LLC and everything. Kind of stopped it was kind of just going back to work and things like that. I still kind of want to do it and just have someone make the shirts for me. Just have my ideas.
Is that drop shipping?
Yes.
Okay.
Drop shipping. But
if anybody wants to drop ship for Theo,
hey, let me know.
I might know somebody. They're based out of Charlotte.
Hey,
they do drop shipping.
I know
so
people out there. So
okay, I'll connect you to.
But the business it was freeing. Loved doing it. Very time consuming. People think sometimes how you said the gurus be like just become an entrepreneur. It's very time consuming. It's not cheap in the beginning.
Yeah,
it's not a cheap thing. And I always laugh when the gurus always say just quit your job and become entrepreneurs, because as an entrepreneur,
tell them
you need someone to work for you.
So
you telling everybody to quit. Who gonna work for you?
You know, that's something that I've thought about as well.
Yeah.
It's like if we shun everybody into working for someone, who gonna end up working for you?
Hope you can buy AI robots. I don't know.
And that's what I mean. It's owning a business is not for everyone. We can't look at the person who says, I don't want to own a business as less than. And I think that's what a lot of people do nowadays. Yeah. It's like, oh, you don't have an LLC? And most of the people, they get an LLC and they do nothing with it. I was reading a statistic that talked about real estate agents. So I'm a real estate agent. And it talked about the spike in real estate agents during the COVID era, that 2020 to 2023.
Just think how long we were in that era.
I know. It's 2026 and it's those are the forgotten years.
Right.
But they were talking about how basically houses were just flying. They were going for $40,000, $50,000 over list price in a lot of places. Everyone wanted to become a realtor because it was like, oh, I can make a quick buck.
Right.
Now COVID is over, prices have settled. It's something like 17% of the industry sells 80% of the inventory.
Wow.
So the majority of those people that became realtors from 2020 to 2023 haven't sold a house since then.
That's crazy.
And that comes from that guru, oh, you can do this. And it was easy, so everybody could do it. And I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had businesses since I was in high school. My first business was a landscaping business, taking down trees. Remember that in college? I used to go home on the weekends.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going on the weekends and take trees down, and I made good money.
Crazy. I needed 2 trees taken down my house.
Yeah, nah, I'm not doing no trees. But yeah, I just want people to know that it's not for everybody, and it's okay. And but go back to your business. So you were saying that the gurus. I'm sorry, I guess
and how you said it was okay. It was one of those. Like I knew I had to stop, but it was hard to stop, and it was slowing me down, and I was getting the product out a lot slower than normal. But it's because I didn't, in my mind at the time, want to feel like a failure. That like I failed my business, like I did this. But that wasn't the case. Like I honestly think the business served its purpose for me.
Yeah,
and took me to the next level. Like I said, I did a lot of different designs. I know
your business was booming.
It was. I was doing good.
It was booming.
I was doing good. But the thing is, I got to the point where I needed help, and at that time, it was hard to get help.
It's scaling.
Yeah, it started scaling, and it was one of those. So I had to slow down. So I slowed down, and then I got the job.
Yeah,
and then that's kind of when I just kind of shut it down. But like I said, soon I do want to get back into drop shipping.
Yeah,
because it was fun. It was a passion that was fun. But the big thing, I should have stopped probably a little bit earlier,
right?
Because I was hurting the brand name.
Hurting the brand, yeah.
But I didn't want to do it because I thought I was fit.
It's good of you to admit that though, because I don't want. I'm not bashing any businesses here. I just, in a general sense, one issue that I see with Black businesses is that we always do well, right? Great product. What ends up getting us a lot of times is we've never been taught to scale properly. We're hardworking. Right. We come up with amazing designs. But when it comes to growing that business organically, a lot of people want it. Like you said, you're hurting your brand. Sometimes taking a step back is taking a step forward. And I think that the gurus, let's say the guru works and they get the person to the highest height ever. Help them scale.
Yeah.
Help them teach them how to hire people.
I was probably doing about, I'm going to say 300 to 500 shirts a week. And it's just,
and it was just you.
Just me.
Just you.
Me and the machine. Yeah. I'm doing the design.
Yeah.
Putting it on at the time, the Cricut.
Yeah.
Putting it on my Cricut. You know what I mean? So like this was supposed to be just something chill.
Yeah. A fun little hobby.
It kind of blew up.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't ready for that blow up.
Yeah, man. And these are the stories I want to share. It's like, and one I want to go back to, you said you wanted to feel like you felt like a failure by stopping. We have to stop that. Failure is an event, not a person. It's an event, not a person. If that business didn't work out, there's nothing that says you can't go back to start that. But because of the pressure society puts on us and the pressure we put on ourselves, we sit here and tell ourselves, like, I failed, I did this. You did more than the person who had sat on the couch, had the idea for a great shirt, never did anything. Now at least you have a foundation. You still have your equipment. You still have your ideas. If you want to go back to it, when you get things worked out, you go back to it.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Like I said, I didn't want to feel like a failure, and we got to stop letting what people think about us stop. That was another thing too. I didn't want to be like, people be like, oh, what happened to your business? Like, oh, well, I failed. You know what I mean? Like and I think fail might be the wrong word, but that's how you feel at the time. You know what I mean?
That's how you feel. But you didn't fail. You got too big too fast. I mean, it's a heck of a success story. I mean, you think about it, I had an idea. I tried said idea. Said idea worked. It worked so well, I couldn't keep up with it. What in there sounds like failure.
You're right. That's that mindset we got.
Yeah, it's
You're
the
right.
mindset. None of that sounds like failure. It all sounds like I did what I was supposed to do. I took that leap. I tried it.
Mhm.
All right. Next time I do it, I know what to do better.
Right.
So that's not failure. It's a lesson, man. And I think we have to tell ourselves that more often because we want people to try.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I think Kanye said something to the effect of, if every time someone asks you a question, you feel like you have to have the right answer, that means your whole life is a test.
Mm. Mm.
And I was sat back and was like, it shouldn't be like that. When are we just able to live and exist?
Yeah.
We're not. So, I mean, I think I commend you on starting your business.
Appreciate it.
Like I said, you're better than that person that never decided to get off the couch. But I want to go back to your travels. Before you had this career in the airline industry, how much would you say you traveled?
I'd probably say 3 times a year. And it's not like I didn't love traveling.
Right.
That was still my passion. It's just how much a flight costs.
Yeah, it's expensive.
How much a hotel costs. How much food costs. How much whatever events you out for.
Yeah.
I think before then it was more like birthday trips.
Right.
I could that I could plan for. Bachelor party. You know, things that you were able to be like
weddings,
okay,
stuff like that.
So it was more because now it's on a whim. Like out.
Yeah. What's your next trip?
I'm doing 24 hours in Dublin on Tuesday.
Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, now it's more of could this job allows me.
Yeah.
I could really be at home and say, I want pasta and I'm bored.
Yeah. Right.
I'll go to Milan for a day.
So to go into that, you said you go just decide you want to go. How does it work? Like, is it standby? Do you have to make sure the seat's open? So go into a little bit of detail. I want to give, again, we're all about giving a complete picture. So the pros and cons.
Standby life's not for everybody. Yeah. Now, it can be easy, but it can be hard.
Right.
It's harder, I've learned, if you have a specific place that you're trying to get to. So if you're like, I want to go to Boston or I want to go to Paris, like that's where I want to go to on this date. Don't really have much wiggle room. That's when it can get tough.
Okay.
Because if it's a busier season, summertime or something like that, you are flying standby, which means you get the available seats that's not sold.
Right.
So that can be tough because you might not make the flight. Now, sometimes more flights and everything like that, you can pivot, but you might not make the flight.
Right.
You might have to go the next day. Different things. Different airlines you could get on. So you are flying standby. Now, the flip side of that is you are available to see which flights, which I kind of do.
You as the employee are able to see that.
I could see the loads of flights a week. I mean, I could see them more than a month out, but a week out, I could go to something we have called open flights, see what seats are open. Yeah. See that Frankfurt, that's how I ended up in Frankfurt, but see that Frankfurt has 200 seats open. I'm getting on that.
Right.
See they got 20 seats open to Polaris. I'm getting in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you cherry pick. You cherry pick. So
I cherry pick closer to the date. Yeah. I just know I'm going.
Yeah, I mean,
instead of, because like I said, standby's not for everybody.
Right.
It's one of those, sometimes it's tough. You got to wait to the last minute. You don't know. It can be tough. But if you do it right, you can enjoy it and be stress free.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It makes sense. I think that I'm glad that you gave the full picture because some people think, oh, you just fly for free, just go pick up and go. Yeah, if a plane is full, you can't get on it, obviously.
I can't get on it.
Yeah. But when you do it the way you're saying, you're like, all right, well, I want to go here, or all right, let me look at the map. Let me just look through my phone and say what's open because
it gets, and the thing I love about it, it gets me to places that I would never think about going.
How many countries have you been to?
About 20.
About 20? Okay.
25. But the craziest place I've been to out of just doing what I said was to Tenerife in the Canary Islands.
Man, I need to get back to it. That's Africa, right?
Yeah, it's off the coast of Africa, but Spain owns it.
Oh, it's off the coast. I was like, that's close. I knew it was close.
The thing is, I saw that Tenerife was open. I didn't know where Tenerife was.
Man, I heard it's beautiful.
Very beautiful.
I heard it's beautiful.
But it gets you to places where you would never think about going. So,
if you had to choose a all the places that you've been,
Mm.
what's your number one place abroad and your number one place domestically?
Mm. Let's start domestic. Domestic's tough. I would probably say New Orleans because of food,
Mm-hmm.
but Chicago because Chicago's a cool vibe too that you didn't think of. But when I got the job, I did a lot more domestic when I first got it.
Yeah.
So I hit those places up. But again, it gets you to some places.
Yeah.
Seattle was a good
I
time.
still haven't been there.
Seattle was.
I want to go throw the
What's
fish
up?
at the
I
fish market.
Did it? Was there?
Is it Pikes Pier?
Yeah,
I think is the name
did
of it.
that. Portland was a good time.
I heard they have a great food scene in Portland.
They do. So just going to random, it gets you to places that out of
you would never want to.
That you want to
Yeah.
go. But I mean, of course, the top two are the big two that a lot of people go to. But New Orleans has amazing food. I mean, it's amazing like to eat. And Chicago, just the scenery.
I love Chicago.
Chicago too. Yeah, and
those are my top two.
Yeah, those would be top two. But I'm gonna say Portland and Seattle are close.
I have to go. I heard the food in Portland. I have to think it's a good food truck scene. I think they said out there.
Food truck scene and just food. Period. I think Seattle was the place I went to. Went to a black owned spot.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Howard. Food was headed to. So
okay.
It's one of those.
Okay. All right. What's your dream destination?
My dream destination.
Sure, you got a lot of them.
I do.
But I want somewhere you haven't been yet.
It would probably be the Seychelles.
I've never been, but I heard it's beautiful.
It just looks beautiful. I probably would have to combine it with another trip because it's a chill type of place.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to chill for so long.
Yeah,
so
I'm the same way. Yeah.
But Seychelles is probably one of my top. I just love exploring Africa right now. And that's something that this job, I can't say.
Listen, all Black people need to go to Africa.
And I can trust. I hit up all kind of types of Africa right now. I did Morocco, I did Senegal, and then I did South Africa. So kind of just seemed all different, but I definitely Seychelles would be on the top spot.
Man, I've only been to one country in Africa, and I want to hit more. So I believe you because they all have something different to offer. Some are better for safaris.
Yeah, and it proves things to you because I learned that Senegal does have the best jollof rice.
He's starting a debate. We're going to clip that up. He said Senegal has the best jollof rice. I do believe Senegal is who invented jollof rice, though. I did hear that. I don't know. I don't have, I don't have an opinion. If somebody wants to send me some jollof to try, I would greatly appreciate that.
Yeah, but every place I've been holds a part of my heart. Like, I love Lisbon. Lisbon's my favorite European city, country. Lisbon's that. And out of all of my 25, I don't know if 25, 30. I just wrote this down because I'm about to get a tattoo with my travels. It's around 25, 30.
Okay.
It's only one country I probably wouldn't go back to.
Which one was that?
Frankfurt. If you're from there, I'm sorry, but
why wouldn't you go back?
I don't need to go back to Frankfurt. I wasn't no one that looked like me there.
Mm-hmm.
The food was very bland. I learned with traveling, most of the countries that started wars over spices don't use them anymore. I learned that.
What?
They don't use them. They don't use them no more. If they started the war of spice, they don't use them. But yeah, the food's very bland. Really not much to do there.
Yeah.
So it was one of those, I'm in and out. And
I get it.
And a lot of these places I'll go for 2 to 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And this is off track a little bit. But that's something I try to tell people to change their mind. They can go out the country a little bit more. A lot of people do Vegas, Seattle, LA or something. Yep. That's about a 6.5 hour flight.
It is.
And you'll go for a weekend.
It is.
Go the opposite way for 7 hours. You could be in London.
It's just
Paris.
It's one extra hour.
Yeah, you can do London, Paris, a lot of those.
Ghana, 7 hours.
You can do a lot of those places. And why not just do it for a weekend? I mean, you're doing these other spots for a weekend.
That's true.
So you could crunch it in. That's that's a different mindset.
The time difference is about the same
I'm trying to get
right?
people. Yeah.
About what,
4 hours? 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get a mindset of people, mind shift of people to try to, you could go out there.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that one. Actually, this window or aisle?
My aisle guy. I like to control the aisle.
Control the aisle.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Control the row. If you see me get up to go to, you need to sit when I sit. When I get up to go to the bathroom, you get up to go to the bathroom. This is This is the
Okay.
whole thing. I like to control it. I like to get out first when I need to stand up.
Yeah.
Because if you got that person that sits like
The dictator
forever,
of the row is what you are.
I like to run.
It's
I like to run
Theo's row.
That's what it is, man. Just
Get down or lay down. That's
follow my lead, and we don't be good.
That's hilarious. Control the row.
Yeah, follow my lead, we good. I sip, you sip, just like that.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. The hidden shift here today, Theo has done a great job of letting us into his world of travel, the airline industry. He's clearly shown us how the perks and benefits of his job translate into indirect money to fuel his passion, which is travel, and a passion that not only benefits him but his family. It's hard pressed to find a side job or anything else that doesn't create headache, extra time, that will give you roughly $100,000 in excess, funds for travel. Along with the time off. Because I think it's also, we didn't talk about this, it's also flexible, right?
Yeah, it's very flexible. More flexible than a hub. How I said, these people, basically you have your shifts, you put them on a board, and people that want to work, pick them up. So within 5 minutes, your shift's gone. You just have to work a minimum. And like they say, that's that 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
And after that.
See what I mean? So if you are interested in the airline industry, what I'm going to do is make sure that Theo's information is attached. He would love to talk to anyone. I hope that he would love to talk to anyone about that. I understand you just got a new position, right?
Yeah, I was a trainer, and trainer, now I'm a supervisor.
Congratulations.
It's easy to move up to. If that's what you want to do, I start young. You can start old too. That's the thing. You can start old too, older, seasoned, but you can move up in the company. You could, especially if you're willing to move states and stuff like that.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the Hidden Shift podcast. Mm-hmm. You are officially the first guest on the podcast. So, this is something that maybe a couple years from now we'll have you back on to kind of, hopefully you get that number of countries up.
That 100th episode.
The 100th.
50 for 100th episode.
Oh, the 50 for 100. Hey, we're going to speak that one to existence. I appreciate that, man. Hidden Shift podcast. Theo Jones, Andre Martin, thank you for tuning in. Come back for more. We have some very, very influential guests lined up for you all. This is the Hidden Shift podcast. Have a great day.